So this whole week actually has been a really fantastic reminder for me and something that I wanted to share with you, which is when we are in our own flow state, which is something that can be cultivated and something that with different tools and different ways to get there, we start to feel a shift internally. Some people call this inner peace. Some people call this joy, bliss. You could probably use all of the words in my experience. When we start to tap into this flow, while for many people it is the goal of how they want to feel, and that alone is amazing, what this week has been a reminder for me of is that it changes how you experience life. Not just how you're receiving life and perceiving things, but how smoothly things start to operate. It changes how much ease you start to experience around you when you are in your own internal flow. I'm in the process right now of finalizing, smaller details for the retreat that we're hosting in August. I have one spot left. And it blows my mind how when I am in this high frequency flow state, which I'm not always in, but I know how to get back to, and I have been more and more committed to staying in this state for myself, just because it's my desire to live like this more and more, and to share with anybody who wants to live like this more and more, that this is possible and that this can be attained in a very practical way. You don't have to go to a mountaintop. You don't have to go move to Tibet. You can actually experience deep inner states of peace, joy, flow, ease, all of these things on a regular basis. And it's exactly what we'll be talking about at the retreat and experiencing at the retreat, including really powerful meditation practices and breathwork practices and community and aligning to our life's purpose and remembering who we are, why we're here, what brings us joy. There's so much that we're going to do that will help people get into that flow state. But what's really, really, really cool, and this week has been like, wow, okay, yeah, like when I'm in the sauce, I call it the sauce, when I'm in this flowy, phenomenal state, every single thing around me unfolds with such ease that it blows my mind. Like things that I'm like hoping will be smooth and worrying about, like getting the sound and the mic and the mixer and the amplifiers, which I was put in charge of for the retreat. God only knows why. I think I was the most qualified of me and Catherine, both of us probably not qualified to deal with sound stuff. And I was like kind of dreading it. But I'm in alignment with my life's purpose. I'm running a retreat, which is completely in alignment with what I came here to do. So that's one level of flow. And then my energetic state matches inner flow. And what ended up happening was every time I'd make a phone call to somebody for something for the retreat, it was like, oh yeah, no problem. It's easy. Like this. Boom. Oh, and I'm thinking this thing's going to be like $400. And like, it's $65. And I'm like, oh, what? I'm like, is that for the day? And they're like, no, it's for the whole week. And I'm like, what? I'm like, and can I add extension cords? Because we're like on a 10-acre property. And they're like, yeah, it's $2 a cord and we'll include it in your package. And I'm like, what? Like, maybe I've never rented AV equipment before. But then it was the same thing where like for every single detail, the photographer, the videographer, I'm still going to manifest a drone. I want a drone at the retreat. Just to capture all of us from the sky. But everything falls into place when we are in our flow state. And one of the critical elements of being in our flow state, in my experience, is that I'm living my truest, highest purpose. And that requires us to work on our thoughts, feelings, beliefs about who we are, what we're capable of, what we can have, who we can show up as. Can we actually live our dream life? Can we actually do what we love and get paid for it? Like all these things that I know so many of us question. God knows that this last year of me leaving my legal career has drummed up every single possible fear that my ego has left. And when we start to just step boldly into the direction of the life that we want and that we were born for, which is the external element of flow, things just fall into place. So if you're wondering if you're supposed to be pursuing something right now in your life, this is the trick. Are things unfolding with ease? And if they're not, if there are, fantastic, high fives. And if they're not, what I would ask myself is, am I on the right path? And if I am, then am I an energetic match to it? Does my energy line up with where I know I'm destined to go? Does that make sense? It's the inner and the outer. And as we have this beautiful tangle with the inner and the outer state, as we work on our inner state, which is the most powerful thing you can do for yourself, for everyone that loves you, for everyone you will touch, even somebody you pass at the grocery store, it starts to allow your external experience to become much more easy. And this definitely, running a first retreat at this level, what I intend to bring for this group is a big deal for me. It's a big step. And so it's put, all the residual resistance around, like, can I do this? Is this, all the ego is just designed to kind of keep us playing small, comes up. And every time I step through it, every time my higher self, my spirit, my whatever you want to call it, my heart overrides it, walks through the flame, I experience more and more flow. So I just felt like, wow, what a great reminder for me. And I thought I would share that with you if this helps anybody. I wish this for you. I wish this feeling for you. I wish you to have this inner level of calm and peace and clarity, and also to live your dream life, to be able to do things and create things that you've always seen yourself do, or just in your wildest dreams for a moment you've seen yourself perhaps doing. And for anybody who was interested in coming but the dates didn't work out, I am collecting names on a list for a second retreat. It will probably be a 1 day in September. If this is something you want, will you please message me? So if that's something you want, if you'd like to have an energetic amplification session for 1 full day just outside Toronto, let me know. We had a lot of people who the summer retreat date wasn't lining up for, and that's just how it goes with the Toronto summers. They're precious. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. And it's my feeling that if you can't catch that date, there will be more. Do this for yourself. Find your flow. Live your best life. I love you guys and hope to see you soon. Ciao for now.